guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I'm going to be showing you guys all of my empties for the month as well as my favorites. This month has been a little strange to me. I did some traveling, and when I got back home I kind of just rediscovered some things and then kind of kept the things that I was using while I was traveling in my rotation. So I'm excited to show those to you guys, but first I'm going to start out with my empties. I like showing empties because I get to kind of talk about all of the products that I've used up. I get to kind of be honest about if I'm going to buy it or not, because that's like a really good testament. If you like a product, are you gonna buy it again? Is that like important to you in your collections? So let's see what's in here. Oh yeah, okay. The first one that I'm just gonna pull them out randomly. First one is this Garnier remover. This one is the micellar water. This one's like the regular kind. This is for all skin types, even sensitive. This one's okay for just the face. I don't like this one specifically because it doesn't remove my eye makeup. I wear waterproof mascara and I find that it just didn't really do anything for my waterproof mascara. This one I won't purchase anymore, but it was fun while it lasted. The next empty is this guy. This is the Rose Argon body conditioner, and it smells like roses. Basically, it's like a body butter in the shower. I'm a pretty lazy person when it comes to moisturizing my skin. Obviously, the face is like #1 priority, but like I'm okay if I have ashy eyeballs and ashy legs. This really helps me in the wintertime because it just kind of gives me a little bit extra moisturizer in my body without having to add an extra step. It looks a lot like a body butter, but it smells amazing and I used up every last bit. Oh, it smells so good. I think I do need to get another one of these. I really like it, but I like it a lot. Next empty, I actually have a lot of mascaras. I was gonna do a declutter video and then I started to throw them out, and then I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't do the declutter. I don't have a ton of mascaras, but lately it felt like I had a lot in my collection. But these are the 3 mascaras. Honestly, I really didn't like this one. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. The teeth of them and the bristles I didn't enjoy really, because they didn't grip anything and they didn't really do anything special for my bottom lashes, especially not for my top lashes. I just like the fact that it was a waterproof formula. I won't buy this again. These two, however, these are like my favorite. I really like this one. This is the Lash Stiletto by Maybelline. It's waterproof because, again, my lashes are little straight ones and they don't like to stay curled. The Lash Stiletto, I liked it a lot because it divided my lashes and made them look very very individualized and not so clumpy. They really made it look like I had a lot of actual lash hairs. I'm gonna have to buy this one again because this one's awesome. This guy is the L'Oreal Voluminous Black. This one's like a waterproof version, so it's a little bit of a different packaging. I like this one a lot because it does give a lot of like fullness to the lash, and I felt like it coated it really well. It always like made my lashes look really full and pretty in a different way that the Falsies does from Maybelline. So I'm gonna have to buy this one again soon too. Oh, and then I got rid of one of these guys. This is the one that you have to get. This is the one with the blue top. The only thing that I don't like about this is that you can't unscrew it to repackage it in another like little container. When I was traveling, I had the small Clinique one and it was just okay. It felt very, very, very oily. And this one, while it does have like part of it where you have to kind of shake it to mix the formula, it has a little bit of oil in it, but it just feels so much more it just feels so much cleaner on the face. It doesn't feel oily and greasy afterwards. It breaks out the eyeshadow, the eyeliner, and especially your waterproof mascara really, really well. What I like to do with it is I don't have it with me, but let's pretend this was my makeup eraser. So I wipe on my face, and I take a small little section, and then I pour it in and get that part really soppy and soaked, and then I do one of these and I massage it, and I take the back side of it because it's all seeped through the other side, then I do the same thing on the other eye. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, I already have a backup of this. Oh, I got rid of this lip gloss from Milani. I've had it for a long time, and I honestly couldn't even tell you when I got this, but this is called Bare Secret. It's a really pretty like taupey nude color. I liked putting this on when I was wearing a color kind of like this to kind of add some shine. I'm not gonna repurchase it because for me, honestly, like a gloss is a gloss is a gloss is a gloss. Like I don't really go through glosses like that, so I probably won't repurchase this. But this was a really great one. It was a really pretty color. And the last thing I'm throwing out is this Gross Beauty Blender. It's I ripped it. I was really rough with it and I didn't mean to be, and I just needed to get it out of my collection. So those are all my empties. Now let's jump into the favorites. I'm gonna start off with my hair because I feel like I've been doing my hair a whole lot more lately now that it's short. It kind of gives me an excuse to do my hair and style it more, which is one of the reasons why I cut my hair. But one thing that I absolutely need in my hair, I have very straight, fine. What I do before I style it is I add a texturizing mousse, and this one's the Big Sexy Hair Root Pump. I found this at Marshall's. I've seen it everywhere. I know it comes with a different pump, but every time I get my hair cut, a stylist will always use a mousse type underneath before they blow dry it, and I was like, I could do that. I make my part and then brush that out, and then I'll kind of go with one of these, take a little like that, take one of these, take a little strip like that, do the same thing in the back, and maybe do a little bit down here, and kind of scrunch it up while my hair is still wet. Then what I do is blow dry my hair, and then I try to kind of get the bottoms in, because with this kind of hair length, this kind of flares out. So I try to blow dry it in. Really what it does is just kind of texturizes in my hair, makes it feel a little bit thicker, has a little bit more texture in it. It's a little bit grittier. It doesn't necessarily feel super clean, but I don't care. And it also makes my hair style last a little bit longer. So whenever like tomorrow, my hair will be parted in the middle. It'll have really good volume, and it won't look super limp and straight the way it would if I didn't have anything in my hair. So I like this one a lot. The next thing for my hair, because again, I have such baby straight fine hair. Whenever I'm doing my face, or maybe I'm styling a part of my hair, or I did my hair already and then I want to do my face now, I want to get my hair out of my face, so I will try to take one of these guys, but then what will happen is I'll get a dent in my hair. I'm talking can't fix it, throw your hair up. Or even one of these little small baby clips, I'll get a dent in my hair. And so I've been trying to find these Velcro runs, and I never really got around to ordering them online. But when I was at Ricky's, when I was in South Beach this past month, I saw these little babies, and they're literally catered for that reason. So to not create any creasing in your hair, so you put the flat side. It's kind of like a silicone material, and you just do, whoops, you just do one of the, whoopsie, well, do one of those. I tried it when I had a straighter hairstyle, and it really works. It really works. You just have to make sure that you're not you kind of grab a bigger chunk, especially if you have hair like mine, thin and little, like few hairs. Then just grab a bigger chunk so that it doesn't create a crease from the other side of it. But the front side is awesome. So these were $6 for 3. I found them at Ricky's, and I really love them. So I might have to try to find some more with the the Velcro, because I think I want to try those too. I got a bit of a tan, and had to kind of go through, I have a bunch of the Pro Mats in various colors, and I had to go and grab my 109. 109 is just a little bit too dark for me, and I needed something to kind of mix it with, but I didn't want to mix it with the other formulas that I had. And then I mixed it with the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This was in 06, which is not my shade. It's my shade when I'm dead of winter, not having been on vacation. It's my color, but right now it's definitely not. I mixed these two together, and it makes the most beautiful concoction. Super full coverage, super long lasting, but it doesn't feel super dry because you're mixing it with the Milani guy, and because this by itself can be really, really dry if you don't really prep your face correctly. But when you mix it with this guy, I just feel like this guy is just a little bit more moisturizing and has a little bit of a whipped finish, so it doesn't dry completely matte. So these two together, their colors as well as their textures, played really well together. It's what I've been wearing the last few weeks since I got back. I didn't pack these. Big mistake. I wish I packed these when I was on vacation, but I didn't, and I think next time I will. But I love these two together. So I was in South Beach, and it was actually not as humid as the first time I went. It was the first time I went, I was like, oh my gosh, I was a mess, and I was worried that my makeup wasn't gonna stay. I tried a few foundations here and there, but I started to realize something that was actually making my makeup last longer was the banana powder from Ben Nye. I know a lot of girls used to use this underneath their eyes to kind of brighten, it's not their under eye concealer, but this as an actual powder all over the face, or pressing it with, not this one, but a beauty blender into the areas where you're most likely going to get oily, is amazing. The other thing too I like about this is that it has a tint of yellow. So if you have deeper complexion or medium skin tone and deeper, it's not going to give you that white cast that other powders do. Even the other day I just tried, I used the Airspun, and it just made my face look a little cloudy and weird, and it's because I didn't use this, guys. If you haven't found a good face powder, maybe in a compact or something, try this all over. Just dust it all over the face and then press it into the areas that you get oily. It's a really, really good powder. It's not meant to keep oil away, but it actually has been doing a really good job doing it. So the other thing I like about this too is I've been loving putting it underneath my eyes to set my under eye concealer. I don't bake with it, I just press it in with my wet, kind of damp beauty blender. It's been looking so pretty underneath my eyes because it doesn't look super white or bright. It gives you a brightness, but not that whiteness. That sounds really bad. I mean, just try it out. This is like a few bucks. I think this size is probably like $6 max. It might not even be that much. For my brows lately, I've learned a few things from another makeup artist. She's an amazing artist from MAC. Her name's Netta. I don't exactly know how to pronounce her last name, but she's like in Jerusalem. She like literally like leads these pro makeup classes for all of MAC. She creates those trends. She's amazing. I love her. She always does these tutorials on Snapchat and on Instagram story. I've been watching her a lot, and she's been using the Lingering Eyebrow Pencil by MAC, and she uses it all over the brow. I've used this before this way too. I just didn't realize that I was doing this, but she phrased it really well. So she fills in the whole brow, which is what I was doing, and then she'll take a different like darker color to really shape and carve it out. So this just fills in the patchiness areas or like the sparse areas. If you swatch it on your hand, you're gonna be like, no, this is way too light for me, especially if you're a brunette. But it does something in the brows that it looks very natural. It looks very it goes like it totally works. And then what I'll do is take the Anastasia powder and then do it the very bottom edge and then kind of sharpen it up. These two together have been amazing. And then a product that I used a lot while I was in South Beach and I took with me, and one product that I was actually surprised I was using way more on my eyes because I didn't really touch my other eyeshadows at all, was this guy. It was a little Essence palette that I've had since forever. It's the All About Sunrise palette, but they have a bunch of other ones, and this palette in particular was really great because all I would do was take my finger with this guy, rub it on my eye, buff a little bit of bronzer in my crease, and then add a little bit of this on the outer edge if I really wanted to make it look deeper, and that was a look. But it was just so pretty, and it's so simple to use. It has a lot of pigment. Also, these two colors, really great highlight, very shiny highlight, and I will definitely be taking this with me next time I travel. This one I kind of like, it's my favorite, but I need your guys' help. So I did a whole eyeliner declutter and I'm going to be posting it very soon. What I started to realize is I really love these kind of pens. These are like those felt tip pens that you can buy really from any brand. The thing I like about this one in particular is it's very black. This is the Revlon Color Stay version. However, it has a little bit of sheen. So if you guys could help me find one that's a felt tip, that's like a marker, but it's thin still, if you can help me find one that doesn't have any shine on it and it's super matte, please help, because I really want to find one. And did I use it today? Yeah, I used it on my eyes today. Alright, the next one I can't really show you because they're on. I'm going to insert two pictures because I have both of them and I love them both. So these are the Ardell foam ink lashes. They resemble the kind of lashes that you would find from Velour, or the kind you would find from House of Lashes, or the kind you would find from even Sephora brand or Eyelure, those like thicker banded, very lush lashes. So when I saw them, I was like, oh, they're really pretty. And then I looked closer and I saw the band, and the band just looked so much thinner. It looked very subtle, it looked very thin, and on the packaging it did say that it would be lighter and it's best wearing, right? Whatever. So alright, I tried them. I bought one of each brands that I actually saw, and holy moly, they are so comfortable on the eyes. They look really dramatic. I mean, they're definitely a little heavier than a regular like demi-wispy lash for sure. Like they're not weightless by any means. However, like compared to some of the other lashes that I've used and I've tried and I really want to work and I really want to play with and utilize, these like totally beat them. I've seen the new Eyelure ones from all those YouTube gurus. I've seen the Eyelure ones from Vegas Nay. I've had the velour lashes. Those bands, I mean, I get it, you can make them work and whatever, but if you're a beginner, if you're really wanting to make something really dramatic but you can't really work with those, they're just not like easy to form onto your eyes. From the foam ink ones from Ardell are really worth a try. But I did see them at my local Target also, so check the lash section at Target if you haven't already. You guys, the hairs are not shiny. There are so many shiny ones and I'm like, oh my god. And like people talk about them like they're the best thing on earth, and I'm like, no, they're so shiny. These aren't shiny. They actually look really lush and like and pillowy and pretty. So I would try those out if you haven't. The last favorite is actually the lipstick I'm wearing now. I love the Milani liquid lipsticks. I think they're probably one of my favorite formulations ever. I also like the fact that they're really accessible, so you can really find them everywhere, unless a girl like wipes out the whole display, kind of like me. This one's called Stunning, and I was like, ooh, it looks so good. It looks like a good nude. I don't have a good nude liquid lip. I have like an off brown or an off orangey, but not a good regular nude that has no pink in it. I saw this color and I was like, you know what, let me just try it. I'll buy it, and if I don't like it, I'll return it. The first time I put it on, I was so happy because I finally found a really good nude that looks like that doesn't look like that gray tone that like all the other brands have been coming out with. I go to Walgreens to see if they have Milani liquid lipsticks. There are new ones, but they're all really good and I love them. Alright guys, that's it for my favorites and my empties. I hope you guys enjoyed those. Please let me know if you guys want to see any looks coming up. But in the meantime, you guys can subscribe to my vlog channel. I'm going to be posting a whole lot on there. I'll have my latest 2 YouTube tutorials on here for you guys to check out. I have a really good cookie recipe, and if you guys watch my Snapchats or if you watch my vlogs, you would know that. So let me know if you want to see a cookie recipe on my vlog channel. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!